In the wake of the horrible bombing at the Manchester Ariana Grande concert yesterday, BuzzFeed published an article about fake news being passed along on Twitter. In doing so, they got it wrong and ended up posting their own fake news. Oh, the irony. Let's take a quick look at what went wrong, here on Game Objective. Trolls abound on the internet. It's always been that way, and any journalist worth his or her salt should know that. Unfortunately, it appears BuzzFeed journalists are not worth their salt. They posted this article last night. Here is all the fake news about the Manchester terror attack. Now, this is one of those stupid articles where the reporters comb Twitter looking for stupid tweets to make a quick and easy article out of. When we get to number 3, that's where we see the problem. Trolls, some of them with Twitter handles that suggested connections to the Gamergate movement, also posted pictures for seemingly malicious reasons. This is based entirely off the guy's username, Gamergate Antifa. I know that because if you scroll through the guy's Twitter feed, there's a bunch of trolling and nothing supporting Gamergate, except for one tweet today which was posted after that article. He's shadow banned, so search results aren't too helpful, but he doesn't have that many tweets, and it only takes a few minutes to scroll through his timeline and see that he's not a Gamergate supporter. In fact, he's got no tweets before May 19th of this year, just a few days ago. I've sent an email to the original 2 authors of the article to ask them why they couldn't do this basic research to see that this guy is just some idiot troll and not actually associated with the Gamergate movement, and of course, as of yet, I've received no reply. Because they obviously went by his username to associate him with Gamergate, I also asked them why they didn't say he was associated with Antifa, since that was also in his username. I realize the answer, and I'm sure you do too. They work for BuzzFeed, they're crappy reporters, we know that. But here's the problem. As is always the case with these things, other publications pick up on it. They put the article in their own words, and they run it without fact-checking. Here's USA Today doing just that, jumping on the bandwagon and being even more explicit in calling this guy a Gamergate supporter. He writes, also, some online identities known to be part of the Gamergate movement passed along the picture of the report of the week. That's some YouTuber, I guess. Purporting to be his worried father, BuzzFeed said. I sent this reporter an email as well, and I believe someone tweeted at him, and the article has now changed. It now reads, one Twitter handle, at Gamergate Antifa, an apparent reference to the Gamergate movement, an often harsh and sometimes life-threatening online argument, blah 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 blah. I asked both BuzzFeed and USA Today the same question. How did they get this wrong when it takes maybe 2 minutes of research to discover the truth? I also asked what kind of effect they think this reporting would have on people who support Gamergate, which, whether you believe them or not, claims to be about ethical journalism. I seriously doubt I'll get an answer, because what answer could they possibly give? We screwed up and didn't do the most basic function of journalism, fact-checking? If they do provide an answer, I'll update this video both in the title and in the annotations, and also I'll provide an update in the description below, so you'll see it. Now, please excuse this little rant here, but this kind of crappy reporting it pisses me off. Mistakes happen, and they happen to every reporter, of course. Doing some basic fact-checking and not taking outlets like BuzzFeed at their word go a long way in mitigating those mistakes. How the hell do I get that right when I'm just some idiot with a computer and an internet connection in rural Michigan, and BuzzFeed and USA Today quote-unquote reporters, people making actual salaries, they can't figure that out? You have this Gamergate movement, which is almost 3 years old now, and the reason it's gone on for so long is exactly because of this kind of awful reporting. You do a disservice to everyone, pro-Gamergate, anti-Gamergate, and everyone in between when you can't get your simple facts right. And what's more, you give the Gamergate movement more ammunition with every article like this. Journalism, it's not a difficult thing to do, and it's not a difficult thing to get right. Own up to your mistakes and do better. This has been Brad Glasgow with Game Objective, a small-time website and YouTube channel that somehow manages to not post fake news when reporting about fake news. Thanks for watching.